Okay, so either I can read a whole bunch of paragraphs of stuff, or we can just try to start playing.
Okay.
Do you want the rundown that it wants me to give you, or do you want to just start trying to play?
It would help to have a basic rundown of what's going on.
Okay, so it says to start with reading what is Microscope. So, Microscope works differently than some other role-playing games you might have played, so let's abandon some preconceptions. You won't have your own character. You won't play the game in chronological order. You may know all about the future, but be surprised by the past. You'll build the story from the outside in. You'll decide the big picture, the grand scheme of history, and then burrow down and carve out the details. It's fractal gaming. So think big. You have a massive chunk of history to play around in. Then there's some example seeds. We're not going to read those. Well, not yet anyways. We might later. Okay, now let me get back to explaining the concept. Okay. Now, the author of the game says I should read this part to you because it's really important. And yes, including that. All of us sitting at this table have equal creative power. At times, we'll have different roles and authority, but we're all equal participants and authors. It may sound like either I or Michael are running the game, because we're going to explain a lot about the rules. I changed that. And we may interrupt and jump in to clarify, probably on top of each other.
Maybe. I've forgotten a lot about this.
Okay.
So.
And I'm the one with the PDF open, so it's probably going to be me the most. We don't have any more authority than anybody else. There's no GM.
So no secret DM powers.
Nope, there is no GM. Now that we know what the game's about, we're ready to get started. Follow the steps in starting a new game. I don't have a physical copy, so I'm jumping back and forth via the table of contents.
Oh, you're good.
Starting a new game. Okay.
I'm going to build a religion.
Oh, you can just say there's a religion.
Yeah, because part of the thing is you can declare a big chunk of history, so you can be the rise of.
Okay, so we're gonna brainstorm a simple overview of history. Here's some examples: an ancient empire rises and falls. Cavemen at the dawn of time found the first civilization. Mankind leaves the sick earth behind and spreads out to the stars. So we want to choose a really big, broad topic.
I like the branches out to the stars, and I kind of want to build it through magic, which I'm assuming is allowed.
Well, we are not that far yet. And those are examples. We don't have to use them either.
Well, that's fine.
There is a quick start history seed that we could use, which is very broad, and then we could use to go to the stars. Is a new force changes society, wiping away the old values.
I was just about to start reading through those 3 examples, so that was perfect timing.
Yes.
I like the third history seed to use, to be honest.
Yes. And then there are some questions to specialize it. So, what is the forest? Technology is spreading religion, emerging superheroes, thought police.
Can it be that it's both spreading religion and superheroes?
Yes. So we're creating the Jedi Society.
The Dead Jedi Society.
I mean, it could be related to, but
plus Marvel plus. Okay, I like this.
A new force. A new religion and superheroes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Change
a new religion and superhero.
Society.
I'm Captain Justice.
And we'll figure it out. I actually have an idea, and we'll see if I get to be the one to pitch it.
Okay, so that's what I wrote down for the broad idea. We can still
we
can specialize that more if we want to.
Yeah.
I believe that changed for everyone immediately.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I do miss the broad idea question mark profit, but this actually gets us somewhere, whereas that was just a joke.
Oh. I do follow though.
Okay, so
The 3-step plan, broad idea, question mark, profit.
yeah.
Your history will be divided into periods. Each period is a very large chunk of time, probably decades or century.
All right.
Describe how your history begins and ends. These are your starting and ending periods, the bookends of your history. You'll add more periods later on, but everything will be between these points.
See, I told you it'd be Michael and I kind of doing it together.
Well, I just
No, that's
popped the
perfectly
PDF.
fine.
I just popped up the PDF because I'm a cheater.
Well, I knew you picked up. I know you opened the PDF because I'm reading along with you.
Agree on a short description for each period, just as a few sentences or a paragraph at most, painting a clear picture of what happens during that time. Decide whether each description is light or dark, whether what happens during that period is generally happy or tragic. This is the tone of each period. The tone of the starting and ending period do not have to match.
Okay.
You can describe either period first as you prefer. Sometimes it's easier to pick light or dark for each period, then see what ideas emerge. This is using the example of the concept being mankind leaves the sick earth behind and spreads out to the star. We have decided a light starting period and a dark ending period. Start period light. Earth is in a sad shape, but mankind unites to face the challenge and make a new life among the stars. It's not easy, but it's a time of hope and unity. End period dark. Humanity is scattered across a myriad of star systems with no central connection or core identity. Isolated and alone, humanity fades into stagnation.
Okay, so
I would like to pitch our first period to be dark and then maybe end light.
okay, let me just
Have some conflict, yeah. Because it gives us a good building point. But like, okay, we're scared. Why are we scared? Okay, there's hope.
Yeah.
light.
And I have an idea for why it's dark in the beginning and how to give these people superpowers.
Is it going to be nuclear fallout?
No.
Oh,
It's going to be demons were basically smited by a holy force, shooting them through people, giving them superpowers.
Oh shit! You're talking like Rift's kind of mechanic. Oh shit! I like that.
Actually, along the palace of 99 demons was smote down, and the resulting explosion shot demons through people.
Is this because I cast Shatter in South Reaches?
Yes, completely.
Okay, you can reword that how you will, but I just wrote down the basic thing in the start period there.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
Does that sound good, everyone?
Yeah.
Now,
I like that idea, and it's dark because demons are all over the place.
are we talking like partial possession, or they just phase through? Like, would some of the people actually still be tied to their demon in some way? Interesting. We'll find out.
Okay, so this is dark because the demons are still around. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is it dark because the demons are tied to these people?
Why didn't it edit? Oh, I didn't save it. No.
Yeah, actually I have to click save.
And in that case, would we also have some people blast with a holy power?
Demons were shattered
Possibly.
through people, giving them powers after the destruction of the palace of 99 demons. Okay.
What is the Palace of 99 Demons? I have an idea, but we'll see what you guys have.
We'll see what happens, yeah. So, talk to me why it's dark. Just want clarification.
The idea is that this palace was meant to contain these demons, and it was a very good thing, but then people from an opposing religion saw as heresy and basically called down destruction on it. Mm-hmm. And so any demons that possibly survived their shattering from this power are out and about.
So it spread demons around the world, okay.
Yeah, not all of the demons died and were shattered and shot through people.
Okay.
How about the palace was utilizing the demon's power in some way?
That'll be something that we do later. Right now, we're just doing the very basic.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So hold on to whatever idea that is. Don't tell us, otherwise it'll kind of paint our stuff.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't want to do that. Okay. So I like this.
Now for an end period.
Let me remove that period from that comma real quick. There we go.
Okay, so centuries, years to centuries, time later, how does it end well?
Yeah.
What about people coming to terms, eventually the religions coming to terms, realizing that that the demons could be useful in exploring out there, maybe finding their deities, and the deities being like, yo, there's other things we need to fight against, why don't you all work together? Very broad spectrum, so I'm still working on it. So
well, I mean, it should be broad, so it's like humans team up with the demons to fight a bigger evil, maybe.
Yeah.
Or the people, because we don't even know they're human.
Yeah, the people.
They're no longer human.
I mean, it could be an alien race. We haven't decided any of that
the
yet.
hybrids.
The people team up with the demons to fight a larger threat.
Call them fusions?
Well, no, I'll just say the people, because again, that's something.
Okay, the people. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then of course it's light because it's a period of it's a time of hope and unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're united. Yeah, it's My Hero Demon Kanema.
My Hero Demon Academy. Academia.
So everyone is just the Dark Crow.
Apparently, with different powers.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and it doesn't have to be that it manifests, like a demon. It could just be that, oh, hey, look, you can fly or something like that.
Yeah, the idea is basically you gain powers because a demon was shot through your soul at high velocity.
Good collision.
And that's how the Hulk was born. Oh wait, wrong.
That's how zombies are born.
Yeah, you're just walking out about one day and suddenly a demon shoots through you,
Suddenly you understand abyssal and pain.
A lot of pain.
Wait, is abyssal demons or is abyssal devils? I can never remember which is which.
Infernal is devil, I believe.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll say you probably know that better than me, so we'll go with that.
I might be wrong. Next you take Next you take a step back and create your history's palette. The palette is a list of things players agree to reserve the right to include, or conversely, outright ban.
Fair.
It gets everyone on the same page about what belongs in history and what doesn't. Make 2 columns, one for yes and one for no.
All right, here's the yes. Here's the no.
Each player can add one thing, either a yes or no.
Well, players can go
in any order. Yeah.
Oh, right. One yes or no at a time.
Yeah, basically we go around, and then if we want to keep going...
Until at least one person doesn't have an idea, and then we stop.
Yeah.
Or decides not to add something. So.
All right, well, Josh, you do one.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to establish what order we're doing. So if I'm going to go first, I'm going to go first for the entire game.
Okay.
Who's going to go second?
I can go third. I prefer to build off at the end.
Okay, I'll go second then.
Okay. And then this is just going to determine our order. I swear I was planning on having a notebook nearby. Oh, there it is. I just put it in a really weird spot. Got my notebook. Okay, so order is... Well, actually, I'll just put it under broad idea palette. Order. It's much better, since then it'll be on screen. Order. Right, these are titles, so I can't put enter or anything. Josh Michael, Alex. I always have to double check when I type Michael because I always want to put the A and E in the wrong place.
Yeah, same here.
Understandable.
Because there's no rule anywhere else in English about which direction to do that.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair, I used to mess up how to spell Daniel, and that's my dad's name and my middle name, so
I do the same thing too.
I mess up spelling in general.
Well, I do that too, but it's really annoying when it's your own name.
Yep.
Okay. Well, okay. So let's.
I'm
let's
going
do this.
to say no to immortal gods.
As in like extra beings that would, for instance, rule over the demons, people, or
No, specifically immortal gods.
Okay.
So
okay.
Gods
Cool.
can be killed, or can possibly die of old age because they are not immortal.
Okay. Or if you have to kill them with something specific, sort of thing, like a kryptonite thing.
I mean, even immortal gods have something that can kill them. I'm just saying that you can't. The gods can die, is what I'm saying.
Just disease, bleeding out, fighting. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Because that just makes things more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it gets crazy when you have immortal beings ruling over societies, like what we're doing.
Well, we're deciding what the societies did, so we're even worse. We're not. They have absolutely no choice. Okay, Michael, a yes or a no, if you will.
I don't know how to phrase this correctly, but I would like it that if you are to include something specifically, and I'm going to harp on a little bit of like European mythology, to like try to twist it in a unique way.
That's really difficult to put on a palette.
Okay, so like if we do any of the King Arthur stuff, we can't just rip straight King Arthur mythology or Excalibur.
So...
make it like, Excalibur was like a vampiric blade, or Arthur.
Or if you have like werewolves, for example, that the werewolves aren't just like a bunch of furry men. They are like, an ancient monastic order, or like they're a bunch of ninjas, or
let me try to word this.
I have an idea. Werewolves are not werewolves.
Yeah.
Like werewolves are not werewolves. They're not werewolves. Like they're not all the same.
Which is why I like having shifter creatures versus because it's only like a partial transformation, and it's not like the full werewolf. Okay, so don't just follow those same tropes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Unless it's Sherlock Holmes.
Well, he's
an immortal vampire.
see, yeah, that's not carbon copy, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There's 2 no's so far, which I think that was more of, you wanted to put that in the yes style, but it doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it has to go in the no. Otherwise, it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. Got one for yes. Interplanar interstellar travel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Either something that with their knowledge with the demons gives them the ability to either build something or magic. So
yes, to travel beyond the known.
Mm-hmm.
How's that?
Works perfectly fine. Yeah, we want them to keep expanding and checking out other possibilities versus just staying.
Yeah. If you feel like you have a better wording for any of this, of course, go ahead. I'm just typing it in because I think of something.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so it's back to me.
Yes.
Wow. I think we already covered one of my yeses I wanted. So we have...
Well, easy. Pick your favorite, government idea or story, and the one, quirk that you have against it. Just
Well, basically, I'm trying to think of yeses for things that people would not expect to be in the history. But one of my yeses, I wanted to be aliens. But if we're traveling beyond the known, that's just going to happen naturally.
That's fair, yeah.
And then a no would be something people would expect to be in your history, or that people would just go straight for, that you don't want them to.
Well, consider the fact that we're dealing with demons. Are demons aliens, or are we going to make them interdimensional? Are we going to separate?
Well, I was
planes?
thinking aliens as in people not of the world, and if we're going to travel beyond the known, that's going to happen.
Okay.
So I don't have one, so I'm going to skip.
Doesn't that mean we stop?
No, that means you guys can go again, but when it comes back to the beginning again, it doesn't continue. So,
Okay.
Michael, you can go if you have something.
Yes, I had something. Let me try to remember because it was something good. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts. I had it. Oh.
Yeah, I know I had something else as I was thinking of this before. But when you come to the table, you kind of push everything aside and you want to focus on what's going on, so I don't have anything.
Give me a minute, sorry.
That's fine. And then if I come up with something while you're thinking, I'll just put it in.
Oh, I want
Nope.
reincarnation and past lives to be a thing.
Yes to
heck
past
yeah.
lives.
Yeah.
I like that. And that's a very straightforward one that we do not have to try to reword.
See, and that one I really like because if you have a superhero that can tap into that, boom, we have Avatar.
Well, like there's Avatar. There's also like if they were a villain in a past life, do you hunt them down to kill them before they might become a villain again, or do they
Ooh.
change? Right?
Or do they? Yeah. Or are they not even the same person anymore because they wiped their
Alignment
slate?
shifts of the soul based off of reincarnation.
Yeah, past lives. Yeah.
Mhm. That is a fun. Okay, that'll be fun to do.
Yeah, we will explore that.
All right, Alex.
Should be fun.
If you have a yes or no, it's the last one. If you don't, then Michael's was the last one.
Yes to either a god or magic particle. Something in the very beginning affected everything. And
that's before our.
Is that before? Is that way before the time? Okay.
Yeah, that's before. I mean, if you want to include it, you're gonna have to. Well, you can put it
I'll have
there
to add it
if you want to be able to include it. But I mean, if it's not against that's something that could just be in any. This is something that you wouldn't necessarily expect people to be putting in. If it doesn't go against the no, then.
Do we have a?
I mean, you can put that in the yes if you really want to.
No, that's okay. No, I see what you're saying there. So we chose superheroes.
And religion.
Yeah, we chose the religion and something. Well, I should put maybe not superheroes so much as superpowered or superpowers or powers, just powers, not superpowers, just powers. Because we're not necessarily making superheroes, are we?
I mean, a superhero society would kick up once it eventually started, but until a point where the society would eventually all be supers.
Or it could just be a hero society like in Fable, where they're not necessarily good, inherently good or evil. It's a guild of people who can do things.
Also, one thing to note, even if something is in the yes column, it doesn't exist in the history until someone introduces it in play.
Right.
Something might be in the yes column, but never used.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I said I don't think God particle should be in the yes column is because that sounds like something that we would all accept anyways in almost any setting.
Okay. Okay, I gotta say no to like the medieval trope specifically.
No
for this one.
To medieval tropes.
And I'm talking like they don't have any established technology. They're working with just
fantasy
stones.
tropes. Fantasy tropes.
Yes.
Yeah. Medieval works because
they have
fantasy.
plagues. Yeah.
But when I think medieval tropes, I think chivalry, and I think chivalry is a good thing to have. So we're going to put fantasy.
No, I totally believe a code of ethics.
Yeah.
Within either a small or big portion of society is necessary.
Right. Because the medieval trope is that all the knights always follow chivalry. That's the trope. But in fantasy, that's not a trope. In fact, the opposite is often true.
Quite often. Not specifically just fantasy tropes. I mean, like for this period of time, I don't want it to be like stone castles and fireplaces.
I'll put that
at every place.
Does that work? Fantasy slash medieval.
There we go. Perfect.
Like there could be a stone castle, but you don't want them like all over the place. There's nothing but stone castles because they have nothing but stone for some reason.
Yes. Yeah.
At that time, stone was the best defensive material that you could easily work with. Easily being relative, of course, because stone is not easy to work with either.
The thing is, you also have to remember that they also made it from other materials. It's just the stone didn't degrade as quickly.
Well, it was wooden and stone castles, but of course the wood just dies, rots, goes away.
Right. And the main reason for this,
the defensive walls
specifically, is that they that by the time if a society is getting in a fight with demons and it has like a almost apocalyptic feel to it, I feel like we'd be doing like crazy technology and or magic to be doing that.
Exactly.
Here, I changed it, reworded it again. No to medieval technological tropes, because that really sounds like this specifically what you're getting into.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
So, like, just because there's demons around doesn't mean we don't have guns. Or modern-day guns, I should say, because there were guns in medieval times.
Yeah, there were.
They just were more like hand cannons, like literal cannons you held in your hands.
Yeah, like, there are trains, elevators, vehicles. It might not be the same, it might just be popping up. It might have been gone.
Think the Flintstones if for some reason you have to for vehicles that aren't the same. Because honestly, once you get that car going, you can go further than you could walking.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I know they make it look funny because they make it seem like he's just running with this giant block of stone wheels, but honestly, once you got that mass moving, he wouldn't have to do much work.
Yeah.
It's stopping that becomes the hard part.
The brakes would kill your feet. You would bleed out from trying to brake with that.
Yeah, you wouldn't use your feet, but you'd use a big boulder that you launch off the back to stop you or something. Just tie a rope to a boulder. And... Okay, we're getting way off topic. My fault. Right. Completely my fault. Okay.
Let's see. All right, so I think it's your turn, Josh, for yes or no.
No, because I chose not to do one before, so it ends. Because
okay.
Nobody's gonna have two more than that.
Yeah, and that leaves enough with
whatever
us
it says
to have a good direction.
Right. Okay, group decisions are now over. For the rest of the game, you make a decision individually, and you have vast power to shape history.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Let me go back to teaching the game because we're back to explain play. All right. Setup is done. Ready to start. We know more about our history than we did when we came up with the single sentence idea, and we'll find out more as we play. Basic structure of the game is that we keep going around the table, quote-unquote table. We're not at a physical table, so That's why I wrote down the turn order. Making either a period, an event, or a scene. For each rotation, there's going to be one player called the lens, and that player is going to pick a particular focus that everything we create has to relate to. So if the focus is a city, each player is going to get to add something to the history that somehow relates to that city. It's a topic to keep us all on the same page. If you make a period or event, describe what happens as though we're seeing it from a bird's eye view. You're in charge, and the rest of us are eagerly listening to hear what you have to say. If you make a scene, we all pick players and roleplay to find out what really happened in that moment of history. Okay, so I think I may have missed explaining what a scene and stuff are. No, actually did not say anywhere in here to explain those. Okay.
Yeah. Period is something that generally happens between, it's either like decades or centuries. An event is something that happens inside a period. And then a scene is something that I believe is basically something that happens, a specific part of that event.
And a scene is a scene we literally role play out. So.
Cool.
That happened during that event. Or in the time surrounding that event. Oh, we can totally do voices. We can totally do voices.
All right, my name's Grow. So I've been listening to a lot of Critical Role, and it's been amazing to actually hear some like voices.
Are you watching the first season?
Yes.
I will not spoil anything then.
Okay.
Vox Machina.
Yeah, I am at Vox Machina, and if you know anything about Umbrasyl.
I've watched the first full season.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's where I'm at.
I know everything, so I shall.
He rolled an at 20. He knows everything.
I'm so disappointed with one decision that they made, but it's okay. Yes. It came out well.
I am on the second season.
Okay. Cool. All right. So basically, like, this will be fun. So yeah, we got to do a little scene, but we do it all in reverse. We look at big picture and we focus down to a point where we act out a scene.
Right. Cool. Kind of.
If we want.
Yeah.
Well, because we can add a period, an event, or a scene based off of our focus.
And it has to lie in between the beginning and the end of the scene? Or of the period?
It has to lie in...
okay. Let's see.
It has to deal with the foci, basically. And it can't be like before the start period and after the end of the end period.
Yeah, the start period, you can set things during the start period, but not, before. Like you can set it just before the start period, because the start period is when the demons were shattered through people. You can be like, a scene of people watching it start to happen, maybe, but you can't go any further before than that.
Okay.
So I'm going to go first, kind of...
What is our focus?
To show how it works.
Yeah.
So what should the focus be? Probably the demons, maybe? or the powers.
Do you want it to be like the demons, the powers, or the palace?
Okay. That's our first foci, or the first of the several foci we shall have, since focus is singular and foci is plural. So yeah, let's. All
right, so you pick a focus. Does that mean that? Michael picks a
No, I'm going to choose either a scene, a period, or whatever the other one is. Or an event.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, I believe if I choose an event, I can immediately nest a scene in it because I am the person starting this round. Am I right?
On your turn, you can either create a period, an event, or a scene, or two nested things if you're the lens.
Nested things. Okay, so the event is
The lens can choose to create 2 things on their turn.
Yeah, that's
So
what. As long as they're nested.
Are nested in each other. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was double checking. So because I'm the lens, I can do 2 things. So the scene is gonna be, someone's powers manifest.
Okay.
Or not the. Sorry, the event is someone's powers manifest. I'll just put event in parentheses.
Name them.
And you're doing scene, sorry?
Yeah, event. And then we're gonna build a scene within this event. I'm trying to think of a name. Thank you.
Reshirom.
I'm gonna remind you, because this is really hard. I'm supposed to come up with everything. I'm not supposed to get help from anyone.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're creating the event,
Mhm.
which was power foci?
Yeah,
Okay.
our foci is that we have to focus on the powers.
Gotcha.
Okay, Greg.
Hold on. Maybe power, singular power. No. Maybe he'll have more later. This is just his first power. And this is the question of the scene that I am typing right now.
Okay.
As I'm trying to spell scene correctly without messing up. All right, so let me go to the part that says how to set up a scene here. Now I can either dictate what the ending's going to be or let it just come about naturally, and I think I'm going to do let it come about naturally. What his power is. Scenes. State the question. I have stated the question. What is Greg's power? 2. Set the stage. So obviously Greg is in the scene.
Yeah.
We know what event and what period.
Mm-hmm.
So the event, of course, is his powers manifest, and the period is the beginning period. Start period. Beginning period.
Start period, yeah.
Yeah. So he hasn't... He doesn't know what his powers are yet. We're going to find out. I'm obviously Greg's required. I don't think I'm gonna ban anyone.
Okay.
So
You can ban people?
yeah, I can say like or maybe I will just to show how it works. Greg's mom can't be in the scene.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like us. Be like, you can't say anything this turn. Woof.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And
Okay.
you know, Greg's mom could be an essential character, so I am actually going to ban Greg's mom.
Oh.
She is not present at this time. That's just to give you an example of what I meant by banning people.
And it says all players, and is that counterclockwise?
Yes. So reverse order. So I'm going to choose to be an onlooker.
Oh, wouldn't it? Oh, say it gives you Alex and me, right?
Oh, the person to the right of the player making the scene pick. Oh, Alex picks first.
What do I pick?
You pick a character to play in the scene.
And you're not playing Greg?
Yeah, everybody's open because we start with in reverse order. So whoever would go before me
I'll be
chooses.
Greg's girlfriend.
Okay, Greg has a girlfriend.
All right, I'll be Greg.
I'll be an. Well, then I will be an onlooker then. Okay, so
Look at you, Josh, shipping us.
Alex is Greg's girlfriend.
I'm a terrible girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
IRL. We'll see.
Okay. Step 4.
IRL. I'm just writing down who everybody is.
All right. And then
Bystander.
step 4 is reveal thoughts. Each player states one thing their character is thinking about the upcoming scene.
So
Start to the right.
Yeah.
of
So
the
in
player
order to look
making
at
the
what
scene.
I just typed, you actually have to click on the thing.
Oh, there it
It'll
is.
be under the
Okay.
description.
Yeah.
It'll have the lines telling you that there's something written there. Okay, so I'm sorry. I was explaining how to look at the description. What were you saying?
No, you're good.
Step 4 is reveal thoughts. Each player states one thing their character is thinking about the upcoming scene. Start to the right of the player making the scene. Continue to the right.
Okay,
The same
Greg's
order
girlfriend. What are you thinking at this moment?
Oh man. All right. So, in this scene, by this point in time, I'm assuming that we have all gone through the 99 demons being released.
This is immediately after that, or it's just before it. We can start the scene just before it.
Okay.
I'm assuming because I put this in that starting scene, Greg's powers are activating almost immediately after this happens, probably. Or it could be a couple weeks later. It doesn't have to be immediately after.
Okay, I'm going to type it in. Or wait, do I have to just say it before I type it in? My comment.
You can literally just add a comment if you want to. Because there is that
Okay,
comment.
let me do this. Yeah. I'm going to throw you off for a bit.
The thing about recording this is everybody can see when I mess up typing, and nobody can see when you mess up typing unless you hit enter.
Oh god, my typing skills are terrible.
Yeah, but you can edit it and not show people that you're editing it, whereas I have to be like, no, that's not right. Why is my finger over there on the keyboard?
No one knows. Yes.
And part of that's because I'm using the printing on here is a Japanese style keyboard, and I set the program to the keyboard I'm used to, so if I actually look down at the keyboard, I will hit the wrong key. I mean, the letters are all in the right places. It's some of the symbols are in the wrong place. For the keyboard I'm using via software. So, like, if I'm not paying attention and I go to put, like, a winky face, it might be a kissy face.
Ooh.
All right, there we go.
Hours it stated.
All right, Greg, explain to me why you brought me to this crazy religious temple.
Everybody says their thoughts first. So,
okay, sorry, go for it.
Can you read the thought just in case somebody's not actually looking at the screen or something?
Oh, yeah, not a problem. So I put in there as Greg's non-named girlfriend. I'm so excited my boyfriend, Greg, brought me on our anniversary to this crazy religious temple. ... Sarcasm.
Yeah, so she's
so Greg's girlfriend's terrible.
Well, or he just chose a really bad place to take her for their anniversary. Right. I mean, it's up to you. I'm just saying.
Does she know? No, I'm fine with that. Whether it's just my interpretation of it is that this character specifically just thinks this is a weird place to be.
Yeah, she thinks that something's going on. Maybe. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Are we getting married? What the hell? Am I going to be sacrificed? Yep.
All right, Michael. What is Greg's thought right now?
What's happening to the palace, and why is my skin itching?
Oh shit, that's so good.
Okay, can you actually put that in the comments so we have a history of that?
Sure. Where do I add that? Oh, right here.
So if you click, MC, Master of Ceremonies, is typing.
So here I am like, why are we here? And you're like, I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good. Blah, demon.
And then the bystander is like,
it's so hard not to just randomly suggest things, which is cool because it means I'm coming up with things creatively, but
I know, right?
oh.
I'm so glad
Yeah,
I have Grammarly installed so that it actually tells me when I'm typing something wrong.
Yep.
And this is the bystander's thought. Why would that guy bring his girlfriend to the Temple of 99 Demons?
It's the Palace of 99 Demons. Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Palace? I can't see the thing behind it, which tells me if it's a palace or not.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just editing that to say the
Why
correct
is it a palace
location.
instead of a temple? Because it sounded cooler.
Well, we might decide later why, too. But the initial thing was because it sounded cooler. Okay, so
See,
now...
I'm uncultured swine. I called it a temple.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you are being sarcastic, too, so maybe you know it's a palace and you're just calling it a
Yeah.
temple.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
kinda
so
what I
we
figured.
revealed our thoughts. The next step is... blah, blah, blah. I could have just played, like, all the bystanders. That could have been a bad idea.
Oh, one option that we could have picked is time.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, we know that that's happening. So...
Yeah.
It has to... and time usually is prodding it on, whereas time is, in this situation, would be telling us when we can start manifesting the powers, which would make no sense. So we go in order, actually. So does it start with me, then?
I guess
think
if it says in order.
Hold on. What was the example?
You're now ready to play the scene. The player making the scene can choose to say who's present when the scene starts.
I
Now,
think...
players can
yeah.
have other characters enter the scene whatever they want.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're just all present, because my guy's called the bystander, so he's standing by already.
Right.
And the,
Yeah.
the
Well, and then-
main character of the scene and his girlfriend are already there. So,
Well, maybe this was supposed to be like some big unveiling, like, hey, we trapped all the demons in this palace, and then boom, and then we're like, what the hell, guys?
yeah, but everybody who had... all the characters are already in the scene, so we don't
Right.
need to worry about that.
We can only play these two characters,
Yeah.
whereas you are the one who sets the entire scene, so you generate the NPCs.
Well, he's choosing to play this character as just a guy observing.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
so... all right, well, I mean, he might interject or something, but he's starting out as a bystander.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So...
Scene start?
Yeah, scene start. So my guy, of course, was wondering why the heck Greg would bring his girlfriend here. And then he looks up in the sky and he sees something coming down from the sky. I wonder what that is. Does that have to do with something to do with the ceremonies at the temple?
That's a really big shooting star.
I was looking at Greg, and then I kind of look up at it, like, what? It's like daytime, and I look up and be like, oh, shit, there's actually something coming down.
Insert explosion, I guess.
And then the bystander, as he's standing by, sees it crash into the temple. This giant, maybe it's a meteor, maybe it's just a giant rock that somebody hurled with magic, who knows, and the temple explodes. Or the palace explodes.
Oh, something just shot through me. What the?
See, I told you it was a bad idea to come here. Now we need to get out of here before we die.
It wasn't shrapnel or anything, honey. Just could you scratch my jeez.
Hey, everybody, I think we need to get out of here.
But my skin
Help.
is itchy. Itchy.
help, my boyfriend's having a reaction. I need, sir. Yeah, you're a guy now. Sir,
Okay.
help me carry my boyfriend back to our our vehicle.
Okay.
There we go.
Sure, I get. Since I did yell out that everybody needs to leave.
I'm holding my arm up to the bicep. Is this like a lump? What the?
And I look down, and what do I see? Do you have a lump on you, good sir?
It's now a spine. What the hell?
Where on your body am I seeing this?
My hand.
And as the bystander is attempting to help you towards wherever your girlfriend is trying to point out your vehicle is.
Oh my God! What was in that temple? Are we gonna die?
Is that a giant like quill or something?
You might want to let. If you're wondering, making that sound effect is more popping up.
Okay.
10
the
out of 10.
The bystander immediately lets go. Well, I figured that's what you were doing, but
yeah,
it was good to say it.
10 out of 10 special effects.
Something shot out of your hand?
It's like spikes are popping up.
Yeah, spike proto-quills, maybe.
Yeah.
I yell out in pain as one pierces my hand as I hold you, but I don't let go.
Let go, honey. Just let go. We don't know what this on means. We don't know what's happening.
So I believe we have answered the question of what his power is, which is growing quills, unless there's something more specific.
Yes.
I was thinking like quills or spines or something along those lines.
All right, so so the answer is Greg can grow spines. Or Greg has grown spines.
Here's the anniversary gift, honey. It's a free It's free piercing.
Or quills.
I'll never be able to cover my eyes with my hands ever again.
That just means you can cheat at those games you like playing with your friends.
Peekaboo.
Okay. And the scene does end immediately after that. We figure out what the power is. So.
Okay, yeah.
So the power is that he now has spines or quills like a hedgehog.
Cool.
Or porcupine.
Hedgehog,
probably more like a
porcupine.
Porcupine.
Or are you thinking more, is it like skin or bone, or is it like natural of your body, or is it something unnatural?
I would say it looks like unnatural, maybe metallic or something.
Has grown metal spines or quills.
Okay.
And then I'll leave off the like whatever animal, because that's not like an animal anymore.
Oh, I was saying metallic, not necessarily metal.
Well, okay, do you know what metallic means, Michael?
Fair enough.
I mean, I'll change it to metallic.
I thought about it after I said it.
I'll use the actual word metallic, but...
Yes, never mind me. I thought about it afterwards.
Okay, that's fine.
Who knows? Maybe metal is a part of our bio.
So, is this light or dark?
This scene?
Yes, this scene.
I say it's... Wait, is it turn order, or is it just...
Okay, so, hold on. Greg's power manifests. Oh, I didn't say that whether his power manifesting was light or dark. I should have.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that it's probably dark because...
it's a scene, yeah.
Because it's because of a demon that he gets it. But the scene doesn't necessarily have to be dark.
Okay.
So Greg's power manifests is dark because this is unnatural. And it's, but it might be light for Greg.
Like, that's true. It's all based on perception.
Yeah, he's just your friendly neighborhood cool man.
So, would Greg see this as light?
I would think that he's probably in the moment At this point in time, I would say it's dark because he has no idea what the heck is going on. It's as terrifying as to him as it is to everyone else.
Okay, so it's dark.
Yeah.
And then, so the foci is going to be powers, but we're going to shift over to the next player, which is Michael.
Yes.
So you can make a one period, an event, or a scene.
And I'm going to make an event, and these can I can make the what's said in them fairly decently long, right?
I think we want to keep the event to like one sentence.
Okay.
Trying to think about how to.
I mean, because if you get too specific, it might color things. Let me see what it says about events. Decide
because
when it is,
okay.
So which period it's in. And then describe the event. And then, yeah, so you describe the event, and then maybe we can boil it down to one sentence, maybe we can't.
You can add anything you want as part of your description, spontaneously creating or destroying people, places, or things.
Yeah, describe the event.
So, like,
tell other players that happen. Yeah. It should be specific enough that the other players have a clear picture. So yeah, it can be longer than a sentence.
Okay.
Including, naming people, places, or things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have my idea. And this happens during our start period.
Okay. So you can go ahead and add another card.
All right.
And then you can change where the event is listed if it's before Greg's power manifests. It can be moved, but make the title before that. So you type in the title, and then you either hit save or enter, and then you can move it.
And then if I want to, do you want me to write down if it's like I have more information about what that specifically is, or do you want me to say it, or both?
Both. And then, I would prefer to have like a short description of the event in the title, and then of course mark it as an event, and then mark whether it's light or dark. And then if you have more description, you can put it in the description inside the event space.
Yeah, so just keep typing then, because I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know how Trello works.
Yeah, we can't see it until you save it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
See, I'm so afraid of like trying to talk about something because A, I might distract, or B, I might actually add to it.
Yeah, there's really no talking about things.
Like the invader.
The disciples who call down this meteor-like thing are punished by one of the many gods of the land, infused, basically forcibly infused with wild spirits. They are now tasked to hunt down and contain the demons and or those infected by their powers.
So in X-Men terms, they're the people that try to hunt down mutants and kill them.
Yes.
Sometimes employing mutants for that task.
Yeah. And a little thing of note, the wild spirits that they were infused with were those of wolves.
Yes.
Okay.
Want me to note that on it?
I'm doing it already.
Okay. Yeah, so basically they're like, haha, our deity, we've done this great thing. And the deity's like, I'm gone. And then they're like, dude. And then another deity's like, why'd you do this? Slams a spirit into him. The TLDR.
Because I could.
So
okay.
If you don't mind, I'm going to take the description after that first sentence and put it in the description section inside the thing.
That is fine.
That works.
I trust you to grammar it better than I do.
No, I mean, like, I moved it to the inside of the thing, so
Okay.
we can see what the event overall is.
Oh, okay.
The disciples of the invader god are abandoned.
Yes.
There we go. Okay. And then it's Alex's turn.
Okay, so at this point, I add what, a scene to the event?
You can put a new period in. You can make a new event, or you can make a scene.
Okay.
So you could just say, like, it obviously has to be in between the start and end period. If you want to make a new period, you hit add another list. Yeah. And then if you have the PDF open, there's making history periods, making history events, and making history scenes. If you want to. Page 28. Nuking Atlantis.
I mean, we start our whole history with that, basically.
Oh, no, I noticed that.
What if I want to put an event that happens in between the start and end period?
If there's no period there yet, I think you have to make the period and come back around to it later.
Yeah.
I also think I get to do something
Yep.
at the end as well.
Yes, you do.
Okay, shoot. I'll create a period.
Okay.
Decide when it is. Place a new period between any two adjacent periods.
Well,
Describe
there's
it.
only one place it can go.
Right.
So
And
I'll
say whether it's light or dark.
Yeah. So if you click on the plus, add another list, and then type in... you can put the period name there. For the start and end period, I put the start period and end period there instead of the name of the period, so that we knew which were the bookend periods without having to comb through it if something gets mixed.
Oops.
Also, we don't have to worry about like an air conditioner like blowing the entire stack of stuff off the table or something.
Oh, could you imagine doing that with actual paper? That'd be terrible. One thing hits it.
Yeah.
And there went hours of work.
I mean, you would use like cardstock stuff. Ooh, first hybrid. Dark or light?
Light.
Okay. Should be able to just edit that by clicking on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so where is the link to like just turn order? Because I need to.
Well, after Alex finishes with that period, the lens gets to go again, i.e. you, and then you can either add another period event or scene or two nested things. So basically, you have last word on the focus.
Okay, well, I'm probably not going to do two nested things. I started out with two nested things. I'm not going to do it again. Okay, so... So was it light or dark?
Oh, sorry. No, it's gonna be dark.
Okay, there, I did it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool.
So
sorry, slow typer.
Oh, that's fine. That's why I started like. I took typing 1 and 2, so I'm a little bit faster. I'm around. When I'm trying, I think I can get up to 180, not 180, 80 words per minute. 180. At one point I was 120. I am not there anymore. Okay, so I think I'm going to add... I might do a period and an event, but let's see. So I'm going to add a period related to powers. First hybrids. I mean, if that's all the description you want to put on that. I think you can put a little bit more if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to put...
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't do anything crazy, but let's see if that works.
That might be a little too specific for just a period.
Too specific?
Yeah. It
okay,
almost
is
reads
that
like
more
an
of an event?
Yeah, it reads more like an event.
Okay, in that case, let me switch it over to an event that happened post this period.
Well, I don't... Can you put an event that in a period that doesn't exist yet?
Or can I only create a period?
So
yeah, that's a good question.
If there's not a period yet, I don't think you can make an event for it. If it happens, definitely doesn't happen during the start period, and it's before the end period, you can't make an event for it yet because there's no period in between them. But you can make a period where there's the first hybrid, and then the hybrid is a demon inhabited individual. I think we could leave it at that, but naming something might be too specific.
Let's see.
A grand summary.
The only limits to your creativity are: don't contradict what's already been said. Make sure what you add relates to the current focus. Don't use anything from the no column of the palette.
Okay, so, well, to make a new period, describe the period, give a grand summary of what happens during this time. Or describe how it is different from, say, whether it's light or dark. And then there's somewhere that says if it's might be an event if it sounds like it and it gives an example.
You place an event in an existing period. You cannot have an event outside a period.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay, so
if there are already other events in that period, place it before or after one of them chronologically.
Yeah. There was advice somewhere about whether if something sounds a specific way, it might be an event instead of a period.
A period is the large subdivision of history. Is a very large chunk of time, usually decades or centuries.
Yeah, so So the first hybrids is probably as far as you want to go with that then.
Okay, so I'll do the first hybrids.
And we might come around to that again, and you can probably make an event in there. But
yeah, okay, so what if I say demon inhabited individual, comma,
well, maybe just leave it as first hybrids.
Oh, just...
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave it like first hybrids? Okay.
Yeah.
That works perfectly fine for me.
Like we needed more of a description for the start period and end period to kind of like bookend the history. The history starts with this specific event and ends with this specific event. But
gotcha.
The periods now were kind of just very vague. So they're just like you can have a description, of course, but that just seems too specific to me.
Okay. I have no idea how to remove this. Oh, there we go.
How did you find it?
There we go. Backspace, save. Yeah?
Archive.
Archive.
I just did it.
Cool. Okay. So, period, first hybrids, dark.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose you could put a description of what a hybrid is.
Okay.
but not like the first hybrid was so and so with, and this is how it happened.
Fair. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. How about this? People are starting to question what it means to be with the new addition of demons and spirits to their world.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And then just, with how they have merged. There we go. Okay, cool. That makes more sense.
Yeah. So this feels like it probably comes immediately after the start period, where it's like people are just starting to realize, this is a new race almost.
Yeah, I realized that with first hybrids. I was like, oh, shoot, I should probably address what happened, next instead of trying to jump ahead.
Yeah, because that was the thing you were writing was definitely an event.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's something that's specific that happened during that period.
Where does that leave us?
That makes it my turn.
Okay.
See, I forgot I was going to go again at the end, so I didn't have anything prepared for powers for the second pass. So... probably after hybrids.
Okay.
And then... build a city together. So, a city of people with powers is founded. Light. And then the description is just people with powers build a city together. I don't have anything more specific than that.
Okay.
That's fine.
And that's it.
All right. Now we determine, if that's it, we determine a legacy. Or more specifically, I believe I do.
Yeah. And I believe you don't have to.
Well, actually, it says the person on the right, so that's Alex, isn't it?
The person to the right would be, the person before me in the turn order would be Alex.
Oh, so what do I determine with the legacy?
So the legacy... do you have the description? Okay.
Yeah. Are common threads that may stretch through time and influence history. A legacy can take many forms: an object, a person, a place, a bloodline, an organization, or even philosophical ideals. Examples are the ideals of the Founding Fathers, a code of laws, a noble order of knights, an ancestral curse, or a sword fallen from the heavens. These are all legacies.
So, and it has to be something that is already on a card, right?
Yeah. The player to the right of the lens looks back over what happened during the focus and picks something to be a legacy. It has to be something that appeared in play this round, either for the first time or reappearing from earlier in the game. You are not making something new, just singling out something already in the history. Choose something you are interested in and want to explore more. It has to be something specific from the history, not a broad concept or idea, i.e. betrayal is not a valid legacy because it's a generic concept. The betrayal of the sea tribes, in this example, works because it's something specific that happened in the history.
Yeah. So, Alex, choose something that happened that you want to expand, maybe.
Have to be silent as not to suggest anything. So hard.
No, I'm thinking.
I know.
Barely.
Aren't we all?
Well, to be fair, you did have a day of work before playing this,
Yeah.
so. And
Let's see.
I'm really slow at this for some reason. I don't know.
Well, it's because generally with stuff like this, you want to collaborate, and no, you're
Right.
not supposed to.
Right. I also haven't been writing stories, so I didn't like get my ideas out of my head. But now I'm here. I'm like, I don't have any ideas. So I think I did the wrong approach.
Hmm.
I'm gonna grab a slice of pizza while you're thinking.
Not a problem.
If you hear munching, I'm sorry.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Hold on, let me actually read the description on the microscope thing. Okay, so focusing on demons, specifically with the connotation that demons are considered evil or chaotic elements, and that the religion of the disciples with the wolves are, hunting these demons down. The demons are going to have a fear based off of.
No. Do you want to explore the demons more? Because you're not creating anything with the legacy.
Oh, okay. So something I want to focus more on.
It could. I can't.
What made the demons something that worthy of being killed or hunted by the disciples? Is that something I can do?
Oh, like.
Or is that going?
I
past
see. I
the
see what
Spark
you mean.
period?
Legacies would be like the legacy you're looking for is the conflict between the
religion and the demons.
Between the disciples and the demons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And
now you can create something.
Yeah, the same player that picked up the legacy makes an event or dictated scene about it, not a period or played scene. It does not have to be the legacy they just created. Since this is between lenses, there's no required focus, just the legacy itself.
Okay, I put the legacy in.
Yeah. So now, Alex, you can make a event or a dictated scene, i.e. you know the answer to the scene.
Wait, I can specifically for the legacy.
Yeah, specifically for the legacy. Ignores the foci.
Yeah, an event or a scene, right?
An event or dictated scene.
Right, an event or a scene where you already know the answer, and then we Yeah.
Okay, well, shoot, I'll throw the one that I was thinking of earlier, that I already threw out there, that event under the period's first hybrids. Will that work?
Okay. Yeah.
Because otherwise I will forget it.
Yeah, I was just making sure we were going in order, so we made the legacy before you made something related to the legacy, which is what you were doing first.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. Let me see if I can figure this one out. Add another card. For the moment, dark. And then edit. How do I go in and put notes on it? Move, copy, change, due date, archive, edit labels.
Don't click the pencil. Click off of it, and then just click the white part.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, clicking the pencil. That's the title. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, so at this point, I can start to put in some kind of specifics, like if I wanted to, for instance, throw out a pseudo-temporary name for one of the characters or groups of people.
Yeah, now in the description, you can't do an event, of course, but you can totally name people and stuff.
Okay.
Like, you can't, make a scene on top of it, but you can... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
What it is right now?
Like, what you're doing is perfect.
Okay.
You can name the individual now if you want to, or later.
Okay. Okay, so tell me if this is needs any adjustment. A demon by the name of Davrick is attacked by one of the Forsaken abandoned disciples and now shares one body. Is that...
Oh, that sounds perfect.
Or is that... Okay, perfect. I will save that, and there we go.
Okay,
so
we're going to have to wait for Michael to get back because he's going to be the new foci guy. The new lens, and he's going to set the foci. Or the focus. They're going to have 2 foci now.
Yes.
So, once we have more legacies, when you create a legacy, you don't have to build things for that legacy. And now that you have a legacy, you can choose not to make a new legacy. But you still get to make a scene related to any of the other legacies. We all can only have one legacy, so if you want to choose something else as a legacy, you'll have to drop yours. In reaction to that, another player can drop their legacy to keep your old one.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
So we basically, anytime we add anything to the board from here on out, we have to somehow relate it to our own legacies.
No. But, you have to relate it to the focus. When you
Oh, okay.
when you get to the step where you can create a new legacy, like choose something to be a legacy, because there was only one, because you made the first one, it had to be yours that you built something with. But
Okay.
when I go to make a legacy, I could make a legacy, and then I could choose to expand yours instead of the one I choose.
Okay. So it's basically a way of making sure we don't stick on, like, the same loop. We can hit a legacy, but like, oh, you know what? Let's explore something different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And the foci are for that too, to make us not
Right.
say we won't be stuck
And
on
not
powers until it's a
go off
focus
subject.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there can only be a number of legacies equal to the number of players.
Yeah, I did mention that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, each player can only have one legacy. If you choose a new one, you'll either drop your old one, or someone will pick it up and drop theirs instead.
Fair. All right, cool.
Michael, you are the new focus lens.
All right.
What is our focus?
Let me just type it in here for us. The disciples of the invader god.
I mean, hell yeah. We got to know what happens.
Okay.
And as the lens, I shall do two nested things. I will do a period and an event.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah. Mm.
Oh, sorry, it doesn't go there. It goes here.
Ooh, that's even better.
Ooh. What?
So the city is founded before the disciples are destroyed?
Yes.
That is even better.
You need a safe haven.
See, because it would have been logical to build the city after the disciples were destroyed, but building it before is bold.
Is that how you spell brethren? I misspelled it completely.
I have no idea.
There we go.
Oh, do you already?
I think so.
Oops.
No, I didn't save it.
Okay, here, I'll do it real quick then. Oh, no, okay, there it updated. Never mind.
Was that an event that I did right, or did I misdo it?
So is it, I'm assuming it's dark, but is it light or dark?
Depends.
Well, it could be light because everybody isn't this. Yeah,
It's light for her. And how do I do the thing where I can add a description to it?
if
Dot.
sorry,
No, not dot.
If you
There we go.
click on the white
I clicked
part
on
instead of okay. Oh, that's how it differentiates between description and comment. If you see someone's name with a pencil, they're editing the description. But if you see a word bubble, they're making a comment.
Oh, cool.
How do you spell brethren?
You spelled it right in the title.
Okay. I corrected it to that.
No, well, yeah, I'm just saying that at least that looks right to me. I don't know, Grammarly isn't picking it up as a mistake. So we're going to go with it. Though, to be fair, I also didn't say destruction was wrong, but I knew it was. Just make sure that... okay.
There we go. Yeah, eventually
Okay.
The disciple. Did you read what I typed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they're able to kill demons. Is part of their blood is infused with sky silver. Do I know what sky silver is? No. It sounds cool though.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Okay, so the event the period is light
The
or
corruption
dark.
the period is light. Also, the event is.
And then this is the event here, so I'm just going to mark it as event. And then this is also light because it's the end of hunting of things or whatever.
I guess like the period's probably dark and then the event is light.
Yeah, that might make more sense.
Yeah.
Because I could see the disciples being a good thing in specific instances, and now all the things that they were killing that they should have been killing are now running rampant because they're not being killed. Hooray!
And now Alex, I pass you the podium.
All right.
So what do I do at this point?
Yeah, a period, an event, or a scene within the focus of the disciples of the invader god.
Okay.
I really like this focus, by the way.
I figured it'd be a fun thing to do. By the way, feel free to say they took up a name at some point.
Right. Nobody's named them yet. That makes sense.
Yeah, I did. Oh no, I think I took it out. The disciples?
Yeah, did you name?
I named them the Forsaken. Well, I didn't officially name them, but
no,
yeah,
you officially named them if you named them. Yeah, they're the Forsaken.
Okay.
I'll just because I missed that when I read that. Here,
All right.
I changed the focus so we know, and then I'll put in parentheses the disciples. So it's something that's a little more spelled disciples wrong. I should know how to spell that. There we go. There, because where he named them was within a description, so it's not on the surface anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me see here. Be dark. Okay. So I can make an event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys are gonna maybe like this. And I'm sorry I'm doing this to your disciples, but I mean, if they're gonna be, I'm gonna play.
The disciples technically do not belong to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
They belong to us.
Your idea, I'm corrupting it a bit because that's what I love to do. So
Well, then this is the game for you
right.
because you are straight up allowed to do that. By the rules, you are allowed to do that.
The only thing we're not allowed to do is contradict something. So, like, they die in that period, so you can't say they live afterwards. But
Right.
Well,
wait, did I do this? Did I add this in the right area?
I don't know what did you type up and where.
Oh no, I didn't. So I did it in the start period. Underneath the disciples of the invader god are abandoned.
Did you hit save yet?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
So
No,
now as a
not-
comment.
yeah.
Should that be a specific, or should that be a
That
separate
should be
card?
a new card. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we shouldn't be using the comments unless we're doing a scene.
Board list start period move. Position 4. Did that do it?
No, I don't think that's... Here, I'm going to copy your comment and paste it into a new card.
Okay.
Because that's what you were trying, yeah. And I'll erase the comment now.
Okay.
Man, these guys start hardcore and end hardcore.
Hey, war's a bitch, and when your god leaves you with one last message, you fulfill it.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
No, like, I'm making a scene now.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so the event is the disciples begin by killing all the people within the immediate radius of the destroyed palace, sparing none. It's a dark event.
Yes.
Oh,
Here-
you're making a scene for that?
Here is my question
Oh, no,
for this
great.
scene. That is exactly what my question is.
Oh, damn.
Or ooh. Hold on. Is Greg?
It's Greg's girlfriend killed.
There we go.
Oh no. Is this dictated, or are you gonna let us?
Oh no, I'm not dictating this. The event, the way the event is written, it kind of is saying that yes, but just because they're sparing none doesn't mean that they didn't miss somebody.
Exactly.
So, I am requiring Greg and his girlfriend, who do not have to be played by the same people.
Okay.
Oh.
Just
Cool.
reminding you. However, it's going to be the same order of picking. So, Alex, who do you want to play?
And there's no excluded, right?
No, because if I excluded what I want to exclude, that would dictate the scene, and I don't want to dictate the scene. So, no.
Okay.
I will play as one of the disciples.
All right. So,
All right.
I am requiring, however, Greg and the girlfriend. But yeah.
Okay.
So, Michael, you're either Greg or the girlfriend.
Disciple named. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of something, besides like just a basic white American name.
I know that's hard, and I wanted to not use Greg, but it was the first one that came to mind that was good.
Yeah. Well,
You could just
The
be
one
one
I
of the
need-
Forsaken. You could be unnamed. Like I was
Yeah,
just
unnamed.
bystander.
Yeah, unnamed disciple.
All right, Michael, you have to either be Greg or Greg's girlfriend.
I'll be Greg's girlfriend.
All right, so
Yes.
Changing my roles.
Boom.
and that leaves Josh as Greg. I will try not to be Greg Brady.
Okay.
Ooh.
I guess scene start.
Yeah,
Let's
there's
start.
nothing else to. So,
All right.
thoughts are first. Actually, thoughts.
Oh yeah, thoughts. And it starts with Mr. Forsaken person over there.
No, I think it goes in order now, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it goes with yours first.
So it goes with me. So we're gonna set this immediately after the first event, the first scene. Just by that's his thoughts. Why am I
Yes.
growing spines?
All right.
Hell yeah. What you get for holding on tight.
Remember, I said the Forsaken are infested with wolf spirits.
Right. All right, tenor sax is still typing since that's what you're using as
So
your-
if you want clarification, yes, werewolves.
well, wolf spirits. You haven't stated anywhere that they're werewolves. So
Yeah.
silver though, werewolves. What? Okay, we're
Yeah.
going to ignore
They
that because that
murder
was
every-
not actually stated anywhere in the thing.
Boom.
What's that smell?
Perfect.
I smell you.
So, by the way, my bystander from before is now an NPC, so anybody can say what he's doing.
He's running.
He's gone.
Well,
He's left.
it is my turn first, so I can say what he's
Oh,
doing as
fair.
part of my turn.
Well,
So
I mean, the scene's starting.
yeah, it's my turn
Yeah.
now because the
Yeah.
scene starts. So the bystander is currently still helping Greg to the car, and Greg is trying to get to the car or vehicle. I'm going to say it's a car. We've established it's a car.
Okay, perfect.
Honey Boo, do you think this will get infected? It's not like, like bears or lions or wolves or gazelles out here that would smell the blood, right?
Gazelles.
What the heck do you think a gazelle is? I'm taking the bait.
Big horned things, kidnap children.
What? Kidnap children? Okay, let's just get to the car.
And
I've lost a lot of blood.
I
see.
I see that. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying anything because they look like they're young, and you know what? I need to dispatch these two quickly. They seem to be influenced, but I don't have any weapons. Maybe I'll just use this rock. I pick it up.
I think there's a hospital nearby that can treat whatever's going wrong with you.
Is there? I don't know. Did we see a hospital on the way here?
I'm gonna say at this point in horror movie fashion, the bystander sees Alex, doesn't say anything, and bolts.
Fuck you.
Okay, so suddenly the bystander's gone.
What? Come on! You said you'd help him.
And he's gone. I love this.
Greg's girlfriend is looking angrily off in the direction, completely oblivious to anything around her.
As Greg is still trying to get to the car, but he's slowed down because she's not moving.
Okay. I'm going to swing the rock at the girlfriend's head, being the loudest. She's drawing the most attention. I must do this quietly.
She goes down.
Okay, I was going to say it's kind of up to Michael on to is she dead?
Yeah, she crumples.
Okay. Greg sees this and, knowing that he doesn't know how to use his powers, bolts for the car.
Well, I was gonna. I don't know if you're fine with this, Alex, but maybe your guy is surprised a little bit about how much force you applied.
Oh yeah, I only meant to knock her out, maybe not kill her right away. I mean, I do need to get information, but
Yeah, I am envisioning
shit.
that the rock went through her skull because you're so much stronger than you thought you were.
It flat out, the French guy who bashes the watermelons,
yeah.
that
yeah.
to her head.
And so you'll see the disciple will be looking at the rock in hand in horror as you run away.
Greg gets in the car and starts to drive off. If you're not going to stop him.
I will. No, I'll run.
Okay, so the question was answered. The girlfriend dies. Greg is fine.
Yeah. Where will Greg go next? To find out, turn to page 34.
Yeah, this is kind of it's more of a write your own adventure than a make your own adventure. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
This feels really dark to me on so many levels.
Oh yeah.
I killed
This
myself.
could have been light by yeah, you did. This could have been light by them both getting away. If either of them dies, it basically just makes it dark automatically.
Yes. And this isn't, any sort of like commentation. It's just, you know what? I wanted to see some blood and gore. Let's throw it right out there.
I needed the answer to that question, man. That event raised that question.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Grey could be a pivotal point.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or just another tragedy along the way.
He could survive to the first hybrids, or the first hybrids could be generations away. We don't know.
Yeah.
And I believe it's back to me, and I have some ideas.
Yes, it's back to you. You can create a nested group, or you could just...
I am going to make a nested group. It's going to be an event and a scene.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is going to be fun because I want to see what you guys do with it. So here's the event first.
I was thinking there weren't going to be that many scenes to start off, but we're doing a lot of scenes.
Good. Yeah, and it helps.
This.
We have to build a lot of scenes before we can start making,
I will
big
say
ideas.
that the start period is very heavy right now, and everything else is very light.
It is.
But hey, we started with a really cool start period. Thank you, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It's very dark, by the way. The start
If only
period's
it
dark.
would have gotten
Greg's power is dark.
One more demon, they could have become full-fledged gods.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my puppies.
Mm.
I'm not even sure whose dog is barking.
Mine.
Okay.
I had to chase down the little puppies are well, she's not a puppy anymore. Down my
They're
driveway
puppies.
in my underwear today. I got home, she ran, and when I opened up the door, I went to go close it, and she went right underneath the door. I'm like, no. So, okay, so you said you were creating something.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still writing it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Can you just describe it while you're typing in, or can you not do both? Oh, demon inhabits a disciple.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Events.
Forsaken return in a unique way because they need to be ready to fight. So their reincarnation forces their spirit upon a living person whose body is mature enough to handle their powers.
Damn.
And I'm going to add a scene to this.
Yeah, because usually you would think past lives would be you're born with the memories of a past life, but this is very...
And what was the first time being brought back in this way like? That is my scene question. And I'm just going to say there needs to be the person that this reincarnation thing is happening to and the Forsaken that is reincarnating.
Okay.
And I believe the first person who picks is
It's me.
Josh,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
Alex, then me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man, this is... Oh, boy.
Man, these guys do not have a good time.
No, they don't.
I'll be the Forsaken.
Oh man, how much do I want to cheese it so hard?
The Forsaken's name is Stren, or at least it was in his past life.
Okay.
Okay. Who do I want to be?
Be who you wanna be. Be who you wanna be.
Okay, I'm going to be one of the powered individuals living within the city.
Are you the powered individual or individual that this is happening to, or just someone who's in the area?
In the area.
All right, I'll be the person this is happening to.
Do you have a name? Either of
you?
See, I don't want to get in trouble for copyright issues.
I will be a powered individual as well.
Powered individual. Oh, that's even weirder.
Hey, do you want these characters to be like friends? Alex?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
All right. I am Rinlock.
Okay. Do you believe?
What did I do?
You added yourself as a creator.
I did not mean to do that.
Well, you are.
I have no idea how I did
Rinlock is with a C, right?
K.
With a K. Okay. It's been so long since I spelled that.
Rinlock.
Okay, so.
And I'm the person this terrible thing is happening to.
Well, I guess you're not Rinlock the non-believer because you are a powered individual.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My name's Carl.
All right. And we do thoughts, and it starts with me, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Does it go in reverse order? I don't remember.
I think it's supposed to go the same way we picked. So it's you, Josh, who go first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The reverse order is the way we picked. Okay.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, what else are you gonna think when this is happening? What the heck's going on? First of all, second of all, am I coming back to life?
Yeah, your respawn timer ticked over. It's fine.
Yeah, apparently.
And Alex, what is your thought?
This one. Actually, I'll say they, because I don't know gender of a character.
I think we're all males in this scene.
Oh, okay.
So what individual are you seeing that looks like they were in a fight?
Oh, sorry. Let me edit that.
Also, ignore the weirdness with my capitalization choices on various locations.
Ah, you're good.
It never bothered me.
Just like I put Josh, the Forsaken, all caps. Alex, powered individual, all caps. Michael, powered individual being taken over, no caps. Except the name, Michael. Okay, so apparently I am dying and coming back to life immediately in the same area. According to the thought of Alex's character.
Yeah. And for some reason, there's a conflict or a fight going on in doing this.
Yes. Okay. Well, you're obviously defending the city.
Right. Okay.
All right. Scene start. Do you think we got him?
Oh, sorry. I've got to. I mean, I don't know. He looks like I don't see him moving, but
Gosh,
detecting if people are dead or alive isn't my specialty.
Yeah, we'll find one of those creepers that are like that and check. Poke him a little bit with a spear.
Whose mind is this? Where am I?
What?
Whose eyes am I seeing through?
Carl, I feel weird.
Uh-oh. Did you touch him? Maybe he's got some sort of disease.
A stab of mental pain racks through you as my spirit starts to take over.
Yeah, Rinlock gets falls to a knee, like he's kind of having like a seizure.
Oh, shoot, man! I gotta get you out of here. And I touch you with a finger, and we teleport to a different place within the city, back to like a safe house.
Okay, I attempt to take over your mind completely.
I imagine like the internal conflict's like a big thing, but then like you overpower him.
Yeah, something like that. I also assume this is kind of up to you, but I assume this is painful for both parties.
Yeah, it is. Like the body is rolling on whatever we're put on, flailing.
And then I guess that answers the question. Excruciatingly painful for both parties involved. and extremely disorienting.
Yeah. I will make sure that I get you, in as much as a comfortable position as I can, and call one of our friends for backup and say, hey, something happened, but I don't want to take it to the council yet. Let's, hey, can you come over and take a look? Hold on. Power rating take over. Rinlock's in some pain, man.
I kind of want this whole thing to wrap up with like that, them asking him if he's fine, and then like the whole like kind of thing when like it's a shapeshifter, like the eyes kind of flicker colors for a second, and then he just replies, "I'm fine."
Yes. Snake in the grass. Let's do it.
By the way, that's why
it does answer it though.
Yeah. That's why I put it in the a city with people with powers is founded, because I felt that would be really kind of enrich their plans.
I like it.
And how's my description?
Let me read.
Complete with apostrophe.
Yes.
And I believe, Josh, you need to make a legacy for this.
But the legacy's already there. What do I do now?
I know, right?
Because we kind of just immediately went to that legacy.
Anything we mentioned?
Specifically in this round, or all on the board?
Specifically this round.
This round, or something that is reoccurring.
We might have to start numbering these so we remember what was...
Oh, well, yeah. if we look... generally, we'll be able to tell by looking at the foci which one was which.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not necessarily. I feel like when you're making the cards, you're supposed to put on them which foci it is, but I don't know.
All right. But it is your turn to determine the legacy, my good sir.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
He has reoccurred. I am kind of regretting the name Greg now, but whatever.
Well, technically, it says a bloodline, so could it be the bloodline of Greg?
Greg
Ooh.
/ Greg's bloodline.
Yeah.
Because,
I
well,
like
no,
that.
he's part of his bloodline.
Yeah. And that could also include family members if he has any surviving.
Yeah, because his bloodline isn't just the descendants of Greg. We
Mhm.
are the descendants of Greg!
Welcome to Greg Town. Everyone's name is Greg.
Oh God.
Well, just something not related to this, but so you remember Keftig, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Totally not. My name on this board is totally not Keftig. Well,
Oh yeah.
he's from a Kobold clan. I have now decided who. All of them have the first 3 letters of their name are Kef.
Yes.
So the Kef clan exists.
All right.
Okay. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about Greg's bloodline. It could be about the conflict between the disciples and the demons. But I'm going to add an event about Greg's bloodline.
Oh, I just totally realized something though. Looking at what we have so far,
Okay.
though I can't say it because of my influence.
It influences. I know, right? So terrible.
Oh, there we go.
Because I just realized implication with how things are like going.
Where to put this?
Shit.
Where to put this?
Oh no!
You're gonna hurt us real hard.
Well, I like how like we're getting all the bad stuff out of the way, and then like everything
Yeah.
ends with
No. I'll put it there. Okay.
Ah.
So
okay,
far, it is the thing closest to the end period, but that means nothing.
Well,
And it is dark because it's
so far we have
because Greg's bloodline can be traced back to the beginning.
no dare does he see his father,
Lo there, does he see his mother?
his sisters, and his brothers.
Lo there, are we not going Norse anymore? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we have 4 dark and 2 light.
We are very dark, good sirs. Though those are a very easy way to put interesting things in is to make it dark, so it makes sense. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, I will put it there.
All right.
I will put it there.
Okay.
It is
yeah.
your turn, Alex. What is our focus?
All right. Oh, you guys are gonna hate this or love it.
Well, so far I'm loving everything that's occurring.
I love and hate myself for that event for that period I put in, and it's a period, which means that it had a major impact. Not like it's not an event; it's a period. War. Okay.
What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Because it never changes.
Okay. War. War never changes.
You chose tonight's song for ironic reason, the best reasons.
All right. Add a card.
So yeah, you can make an event, a period, a scene. You can make a period and an event within that period, or an event with a scene in it. Those are all your options.
Okay. So if I do this right, I'll do an event with a nested scene?
Yes.
Yep.
That is an option.
Okay.
That seems to be what we do. It could, however, be
yeah.
a period with a nested event if you wanted to.
Oh.
I do like how my light event only has dark stuff in it.
You
Yes.
mean your light period?
Yeah, my light period of a city of people with powers is founded only has 2 dark things in it.
Yeah, scratch that, reverse it.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna start making sure that they say period in them so I'm not as confused. I mean I know they're on the top, but I keep forgetting what's called what, so I keep making sure.
I'm very interested to see what Alex does.
And so I only have to focus on the war part.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it could even be something that only has the war in the background as long as it's related to the war.
Okay.
Doesn't necessarily have to be like on the battlefield itself.
Got it.
May I ask what period you're putting this in?
I'm actually going to be making a period with a nested
event.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Because when we're doing this, it's expected you have paper so people can see where you're putting things and what you're writing, kind of see where you're trying to write things, but we don't have that. So it's like it pops up in a random location and I'm like, where is it? Just to be safe, I'm going to make sure the recording's still going. Okay, we're good.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Oh, I never updated the broad idea on the recording. Whoops. Time to fix that. Whoa, what? No, don't do that. Ah. There we go. So that's the broad idea. Just make it fit here in a way that is readable. I'm going to shorten our broad idea. I'm going to take off the part that says wiping away the old values because it's changing society. Of course it does that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's fair.
Where's the event? Where is it? The camps. Oh. Yeah, that's dark. Why though? why we do this?
Oh.
Why we do this to ourselves?
They need to make sure that no others are influenced by the demon's powers.
You know, I like how the religion itself is powered individuals. So we could just, even if we wanted to, go back and change the broad idea. It could just be powers change society. And it would still work.
I know, right?
Oh, also, I'm going to change the background picture to be something.
Oh, man. I kind of want to play in this history.
Oh, we totally could. Except I'm already running a campaign, and you're already running a campaign.
Okay, so the one right below, it's the description. Okay, there we go. Okay.
I didn't put a description for mine because it's pretty self-explanatory. What picture to use? What is that background picture? Let's see it a little bit bigger here.
You know, that actually kind of works.
Okay.
Like a little bit of the sun's peeking out.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was rock, which it is, or if it was clouds in the smaller picture. But that's perfect.
Yeah, because ours is like a bunch of darkness and then a little bit of light.
Tiny little pinprick. Just a happy little pinprick of light right there.
And over
Remember,
here, we're gonna
there's no
add some
mistakes.
happy little lights. Only happy accidents.
Yeah. and now I have the song in my head.
Okay. You guys are gonna.
I assume you're still
kick out of
editing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. The period is the camps. It is dark, and the description is the Forsaken build encampments for the powered individuals for study and information. And since the period's dark, I think we know what kind of study they're doing.
Yeah.
I like how the event in there is light.
Yep.
So demon and demon changed individuals find out they can fuse/share power and keep it hidden from the Forsaken. Light event. Okay, so they learn how to hide their powers is the basic core of that. Okay. Oh, so the demons that aren't part of somebody and the people who were infused with demons find that they can fuse.
And there's also saying that demon changed individuals can also change and fuse.
Okay.
Together.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay, so it's not just with demons; it's also with other changed.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't want to eliminate the fact that demons themselves are still individuals. So maybe sometimes the individuals draw power from the demon, or the demons.
Well, remember there are demons that aren't already tied to people.
Yeah.
So it could just be like a random demon's like, "Hey, you person, we should fuse."
Yes.
Which may or may not end with the demon taking over, but I don't know.
Yeah. Only some of them were shattered, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do I do? Do I need to do anything for this event? Like how do I set that up again?
Oh, you're not doing a scene. You just did an event. So
okay,
it
perfect.
is my turn. Oh, war. Ooh.
Strokes beard.
How'd you know? There's no camera. I am stroking my beard.
I am currently doing the same thing.
I am stroking my beginner's wizard beard.
Yes.
Which, if you want to see my beard, you can go over to my Let's Plays on this channel and check it out, because I am on camera.
Insert plug here.
Yeah, there we go.
Beard stream. There we go.
Insert plug on my video to my own video. Yes.
If you donate now, we'll all show our beards on the stream. Just the beards, nothing else.
There are two ways you can interpret that. I'm going to interpret it as it's a close crop of just our beards.
That's what I was meaning.
I know, but there was another way to interpret that.
Yes.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Well, the only time we can do that is if we grow our beards long enough that they can literally wrap around us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a bit far from that point.
Yeah. Oh, I am as well.
Anyway, I'll stop here.
That's fine. It lets me think a little bit more.
I'm freezing. I'm excited to kind of see how this turns out all right.
I know, right?
Well, obviously there's some sort of bigger threat, because that's how it ends.
Yeah.
I'll just drop this under the bloodline ends and walk away.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, that's a good place for war.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna. That's all the description I'm giving that. You guys can expand upon it
All
later
right.
if you wish.
Well, it is my go, and I have an idea.
All right.
And I'm going to add a period.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Punctuation is always good. Also, my event was under Greg's Bloodline Ends. It is a dark event. A war of succession breaks out. Now that could be related to Greg's Bloodline ending, or that could just be there happens to be during that period a succession war.
Okay.
The War of Three Kingdoms and 1,000 Gods. Okay.
What?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course, Greg's death is that big. Come on.
Well, yeah, an event could be a couple decades or generations later.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, as the lens, you get to end either with one thing or a nested thing.
Okay.
And we added more dark.
Oh.
Dang it.
I don't know. The War of Three Kingdoms and 1,000 Gods could have been light. It depends on why they're fighting. But just the fact that it's a major war between three kingdoms and 1,000 gods does sound dark.
Well,
And it happens after he dies.
Well, it happens after Greg's bloodline ends. I doubt that Greg survived 3 other periods.
We haven't determined that, have we?
I do know that we should not have time travel in these games because it kind of mitigates the buy-in. So, like, I mean time travel isn't jumping backwards and forwards in time. Cryogenics would be fine because it only goes one direction.
Well, we are saying they're powered individuals. He could have the longer lifespan.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
All we know for sure is that he has quills.
Yeah.
Not Peter Quills.
Dang it. His power is he summons Peter Quill.
Metallic ones.
Yes, metallic Peter Quills. The ultimate Terminator.
Terminator? What?
Exactly. Secretly, this was actually a sequel to Terminator.
Okay. We need to stop the crosstalk before.
Okay. Alex, I'll let you know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure none of this is going to show up, but...
Well, we now know there's at least 1,000 gods.
Well, that could also just be the name of the war. There could only be 5 gods. I mean, it's the War of Three Kingdoms and 1,000 Gods. I mean, I could interpret that as being 1,000 powered individuals.
Fair enough.
I ran out of water again.
Ooh.
And as an obvious follow-up to that statement, I need to use the restroom real quick.
Okay. You not a good thoughts to your heart. Mm-hmm.
I have returned.
All right.
All right, so. Oh, okay. Greg fights back.
Where's that? Oh,
It just appeared.
Okay.
The camps, Greg fights back. That's perfect. And it's light.
Yes.
And it sounds like there's an event that's going along with it as well.
Yeah.
I can only see Greg Brady from the Brady Bunch whenever I see the name Greg. So. And the dark event.
Yep.
And here I thought we were getting some light things, and then suddenly...
Well, I mean, there's going to be death and destruction and anger.
Yeah, but I feel like it might be a light event because they're being freed.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I mean, it depends on whose viewpoint you're going from.
Well, since this is starting from the time period of specifically when Greg fights back, I think, yeah, light makes sense.
Yeah, because, I mean, they were imprisoned and now they're being freed, so...
Yeah.
And then it's going to go complete hell and they're going to become terrible people.
Yeah.
Only nightmares, no dreams.
Oh, spoilers. And I believe I determine a legacy.
Yes, you are the last remaining legacy. I mean, what?
Yes. And I'm going to state the legacy of this is like the revolution of the powered.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Viva
la revolution!
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to ask me do you want a revolution? Well, you know. No.
Let's just.
Yeah, no, the Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all want to change
I was
the
making
world.
sure that you signed your legacy.
Oh, sorry.
No, well, I did it
And
for
the
you.
legacy I'm going to explore is once again the conflict between disciples and the demons.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to do an event.
Okay.
And
Where is that event going to be?
that's the question.
It could technically even be after the corruption and eventual destruction of the Forsaken because, but, you know.
Yes.
I mean, we have established that they reincarnate, so...
Oh man, that's not fair.
I just realized that. And it does specifically say corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they weren't all corrupted. We don't know.
That's fair.
It does say she slays her corrupted brethren. So
Yeah, her corrupted brethren.
And 29 of them specifically.
Yeah,
we never determined earlier how many there were.
And what I'm saying is it says she slays her corrupted brethren. That makes no comment on whether or not all of her brethren were corrupted or not. And she survives, And since they're her
Well, I mean-
brethren, she must have been one of the Forsaken.
Yeah.
So-
The implication with the period technically could be, but we'll see how
Yeah.
it goes.
I mean, the destruction, the corruption of an order doesn't mean that the entire order is corrupted.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, well, I take back part of what I said. that is dark. And my question now is...
I've added a description.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. How do you discover that?
We don't know. You know, it's something
Oh.
to discover. With,
I
like a
know, but
party
it raises so
thing.
many other questions.
Well, I wanted to start like infighting because I felt that would be fun.
No, I mean, it doesn't just bring up questions about how they figured that out. There's other questions I have now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose I could make it my focus.
Yeah, it is now your go, my good sir.
All right, this is numero cuatro.
I got fire.
It's Yonbon.
Flesh, I'm gonna rise the thing like glitter and gold. Fire in my soul rise ting ting like glitter.
Oh, this is... The focus is getting harder to determine.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
It's great. Man, this land just has gone through some crap.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Oh, I clicked off of it. Let me know if this doesn't make sense to you.
Oh, Sky Silver. Okay. Yeah, what is Sky Silver?
So I'm going to put an event in the start period. So, Greg's Power Manifest kind of happens before and during a meteor-like object falling. So I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to put this after, I guess. It doesn't really matter. It happens kind of at the same time as that event, which is why I'm mentioning it. I'm not going to nest this one. I'm just going to make an event.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure if this is dark or not, so we should talk about it a little bit. I'll put it above Greg's Power Manifest.
Ooh.
I mean, it also implies that it in of itself is a different type of power from the demons, right?
Right.
Mhm.
I believe that was already implied by it being a completely
Yeah.
different object. But, I mean, I'm not sure if it's necessarily dark.
I don't think it is. Like, that event lets them do things, and at the beginning they weren't necessarily bad
And
people.
I think it's light specifically because it's there to right their previous wrong of doing this in the first place.
Yeah, to be fair, the one person that I played, like the disciples, began killing all the people within the immediate radius.
Because they realized
yeah.
they made a mistake.
Yeah.
So it's
And, like,
light
Greg's
because
girlfriend-
they have found their purpose. But it's
Yeah,
also
and, like-
tinged with dark because of the way that they decide to do things with that purpose. But the event itself is light.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like we already covered with doing the scene about Greg, his girlfriend killed, whether or not they do dark things. So I'm not going to put a scene attached to that. I'm just going to leave it as that event. Because the scene would definitely be dark. So I'm going to pass on to Michael.
All right. I'm going to add an event.
Okay. May I ask where, so I know where to be looking? This is getting very long.
I'm going to be adding it to the camps.
Ooh. Ah.
Yes.
And there was great rejoicing. Well, maybe. It depends on what the event is.
Yeah, that's true.
Though we've rejoiced about every dark and light scene and event so far, so I suppose I don't think yet we've been like we hate this, so that's very good. Okay. Ooh.
And this is not to be like they can hold it up to someone like who's hiding, as you say with your previous thing, and find out who it is. But it's like if they hit a demon with it is like an antithesis to their power.
Okay. So that brings a question, because
with the first hybrid.
Well, yeah, the person being taken over that had powers. Do they not have powers after they're taken over? Don't answer the question.
We don't know.
Don't answer that question. That's just a question.
Well,
it requires no answer until someone answers it.
And that's my event, and it's Alex.
I have so many ideas.
This is the best part about it. As this slowly expands, it gets like more and more insane.
I also did not think we were going to do any sort of building like this. I thought we were going to do like a just straight up fantasy world, and this is getting very, very different.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's already this complex, and we haven't even thrown in like technology into this mess.
Well, we know cars exist.
Yeah.
Because it has been stated that it was a car, but... Yeah. I'm going to start making notes of ideas I have so I don't forget them between between things.
Okay, let me see if I'm doing this right. So I'm adding a scene to a way to prevent the Forsaken from reincarnating discovered by one of their own.
Okay.
Oh, you wanted to put that in a different card.
I do? Okay.
I'll copy and paste it for you. And then I will go ahead and just get rid of... There.
Okay.
Yeah, if we were using cards, we would place it underneath the event, but because we're not using physical cards, we're putting it on the card below it.
To clarify what I meant by one of their own was one of the Forsaken discovered that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let me edit that.
Which brings out more questions.
Oh, if you're making a scene, the scene has to answer a question. So it needs to be in the form of a question.
Oh.
You could
That's
just have
good to know.
what you typed up as just an event that happens during that time.
Yeah, that might just be an event.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so...
Or the question could be who makes the first thing that just... Or how does somebody discover this and then...
Actually, no, I'll stick
and then dictate that it is.
I will keep with the demon touched. I'll keep it that way.
Okay, so I feel like it just
Because
says he
what that
attempts
means
to.
is-
That doesn't mean he succeeded.
It doesn't mean they succeed, which means that something can happen to the demon or the weapon might switch hands.
Yeah. Or he does succeed, but he doesn't discover what he's doing. Someone else does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose it works. And it also leaves it
So yeah,
open-ended.
the whole point of it is just to establish that the weapon was made by the demons.
Okay.
Or demon influenced. Showing that it took a long time for them to find a counteraction to it, not knowing that they necessarily discovered it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get to make something again, because...
Yep, either one thing or nested thing.
Related to Sky Silver, of course. Let me see. Where do I even want to put this? It's not a question of what, it's a question of where now.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay. It's discovered that Sky Silver question mark profits.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to word this in a way that makes sense. That's spelled with a G, isn't it? Yep. I'm gonna say this is probably dark.
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
Oh, I haven't hit add card yet. It's under Greg Fights Back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah!
No, Mr. Kool-Aid Man, don't break down my wall.
Darn it. Okay, let's see.
All right. It is discovered that Sky Silver will weaken the host of a demon, temporarily disabling their powers when ingested. So specifically when swallowed, sort of thing. Like if they eat something with Sky Silver in it.
Oh. Interesting.
I always want to spell ingested with a J for some reason. Probably because it makes a J sound.
Probably.
And it's dark because that, somebody's powers obviously were temporarily disabled.
Well, it also implies that they like force-fed someone Sky Silver.
It is. Let me accidentally.
Okay.
Well, and what it could also imply is that their Star Silver may actually exist outside.
Oh yeah, it's
just
so
the host.
Where was it?
Because if we established it was a meteor,
through cruel testings at the camps, the Forsaken find the Sky Silver is deadly to demons. Is an event from previously. So Sky Silver isn't like and I did say that it shatters from the meteor, meaning that the meteor was made of it. So there's more than just the ones that are in their hearts fused with their souls.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody spilled some Sky Silver in somebody's food, and they ate it, and their powers were disabled.
Cool.
That had to be kind of freaky once you get used to that thing.
Yeah, and the reason it's dark is because, sure, Greg started rallying the prisoners, and then suddenly at least one of the prisoners doesn't have their powers. That makes it a little bit hard.
Just a tad.
Just a little bit.
And I don't think I'm going to do a scene for that either, so that's it.
All right. Alex. Do
you want to change your legacy? To be fair, your legacy just is always there.
Yeah.
And it does keep coming back. So if you want to change it, it feels like it's going to stick around without there actually being a legacy about it. But if you remove it from legacies, that means that it won't be there when someone else gets to legacies to build something off of extra at the end.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
I think I will change it.
Okay.
Is one of us able to pick it up, or
if you want to, yes.
I'll drop mine then.
Okay, so I'll just change the name on that to Michael. Okay, and then Alex, if you just edit the one that says the revolution of the powered individuals and change Michael to Alex, then that'll work.
Okay.
And you can replace whatever I have in there too. Whatever you're going to.
Well, yeah, you don't have any comments or anything in it, so. Huh? So your legacy is factions? Is that too...
Mhm.
That might not be specific enough?
That's why I have the description, names of groups, religions, or teams.
Yeah, that doesn't make it any more specific. Like, was there a
Okay.
specific faction that showed up that you want to explore more?
Actually, here, let me.
Because factions sounds like a focus, not a legacy. I think. I'm not wrong,
Yeah.
am I?
I don't. Well, because like you can't have like betrayal, but you can have the betrayal of a specific thing. So
Yeah. So
the three kingdoms.
There we go. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, that makes complete sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Take us away.
they were only mentioned the one time too, and there's nothing else in that period.
So I get to add something to that?
Yeah, you can add something related to any of the 3 legacies.
Okay. Hmm.
Are we on any sort of a time limit?
I think after I do this, I'm probably going to have to go.
Okay, so can you do another round after this, or is this it?
I think this will end it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I do have to go into work at 9 tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, is it because it's the holiday season?
Yeah, overtimer's got to do it.
Yeah, because I should have asked earlier, because when we know it's going to be the end, we're supposed to be able to... Are we... It's nice to know when it's the end. I don't think there's any mechanical change, though.
Oh, okay. You
No.
know, I just looked at the clock.
I mean, I think it's 2 to 4 players. So if Alex is all right with it, we could continue it a little bit longer if we want to add anything.
I mean, how long have we been going for? 3 hours?
Yeah, roughly that.
Well, I'm looking at the recording time. It's 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 40 seconds.
It'll
Ish.
probably cycle down to about an hour with the gaps that we've been having.
Oh, I don't know. I might just keep those in, because that's part of playing this game.
Yeah, that's
just
fair.
having
It shows
people
how long
thinking.
we take.
I mean, we didn't take we didn't take a full-on break, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we had a couple well, we were talking though. It wasn't like we all left and came back, which we do every so often.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay.
Keep in mind, we can also come back to this.
Yeah.
May I ask where it is you're putting this thing?
Start period.
Oh.
Interesting.
I have so many ideas.
I'm excited.
We might decide to make this a monthly thing.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay. Question: why is it light?
Because there's a bunch of crazy disciple people murdering people, and they're trying to like stop that.
Yep.
Okay.
They're trying to stop the slaughter of their constituents.
I was thinking maybe there was another reason other than just because they're stopping the murders. But okay.
And that...
I mean, there might be, but that was the reason he put light, so that's...
Technically speaking, that event could match to any one of those 3 legacies.
Well, I believe the 3 kingdoms... Well, not necessarily. Okay. It's not stated anywhere.
It could be the start of one of the kingdoms.
It could be the start of a kingdom.
Yeah.
But it's definitely related to the conflict, if nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll bid you a good night, my good sir. And hopefully work is easy for you tomorrow.
Yeah, here's hope. Well, it's Sunday, so it shouldn't be too bad. I will catch you guys next time. I saw that the next one is planned for South Reaches.
No, I put a date on South Reaches, which is 2 weeks. Or no, is it? Did I put it next week? It's not South Reaches next.
Oh, it's 2 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. It's not the 14th, which is I think what I put on it before the schedule shifted again, because this took up the South Reaches slot.
Gotcha.
So it's going to be Wild Gods on the 14th for you guys, the 15th. Wait, which day is it for you?
No, it'd be the 14th. No, the next one would be the 8th.
Yeah.
7 days from now? Yeah.
Yeah. 8th will be Wild Gods. 15th will be South Reaches.
Okay, so I have South Reaches for the correct date then.
Yeah.
I don't know how I scheduled it correctly, but I did.
Magic.
Assuming
by the
nothing
power
happens.
Of magic, i.e. math.
By the power of... No, because I would have been wrong if the schedule wasn't pushed back another week, so I must have guessed. Because I scheduled it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, so I don't feel like we should continue without one of the players.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
So...
Yeah.
But
I mean, if...
We can always come back to this later.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right.
And I feel like we should.
Do you guys have any... not that I have any plans for it right now, but do you guys have any withholdings or about possibly joining in, like having like a guest person or, adding a 4th or 5th?
I would love to have more players.
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love to not be playing a DM PC.
Mm-hmm.
Because South Reaches is not built for 2 players.
The same thing with Wild Gods. Just give me like a heads up so I can figure some reason for them to be there.
Yeah, in South Reaches it's really easy just to drop another character in. It might be a little hard for the player, but the character is an easy thing to interweave because it's on a adventure by adventure or a weekly.
Yeah,
it's by group basis. It's 1 week can be a completely different adventuring group from the next. There we go.
Yeah, that's fair.
If Wild Gods, if push comes to shove, I will just use the excuse of Dawn.
Oh, yes. You have established that Dawn can basically just get anywhere he needs to at dawn.
Wow. Well, he arrives at towns at noon. Remember that.
Oh, towns at noon. But the survive till dawn and help will be on its way is kind of a trope. So...
Exactly.
So I'm pretty sure that if we get somebody joining us, Dawn will make sure they show up at dawn.
Pretty much. So it's like, if I can't find any reason, you'll see Dawn again.
Yes. Also, I don't know if I told you. I did tell Alex, but I have Quee's 3 siblings. One of them is you. Statted out in case that she ever needs replaced.
All right. Let's hope that she doesn't.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't. But I do have. I also have them at level 1, so if they don't get used, I can use them elsewhere. I haven't made them level 2 yet, so. Thank you for joining me in this amazing exercise of world and story building.
Oh yeah, this
is amazing. This might even be something that I like. We do a couple of these. We could build our own campaigns to throw in and jump in sometime.
Oh yeah,
build characters and like whatever we want and play out these these elongated scenes.
Well, actually, what's interesting is there is another thing that ties into Microscope that you can basically play with it, where you run a kingdom. So we could actually go to one of these periods and run the kingdom into the ground. I mean, success.
Yeah. So and then, you can do kingdoms, and then you can take that setting in kingdoms and base a D&D game around that setting in kingdoms.
Hot damn.
Or you could set it in this setting without doing kingdoms and just choose a period that we haven't explored too heavily and just go.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. But I do love this game, like even just a standalone game, which it is. You don't need to do anything more than the game,
Yeah, I'm liking so far how like the Forsaken are a bunch of silver-powered maniacs. The one way to stop them is to literally basically rip something from their heart and then make sure no flesh touches it.
Yeah, and that raises multiple other questions that I have that I was not able to cover. One of those questions, since we're not answering any of the questions right now, I can just say one of my questions is, what if that coin comes back in contact with their flesh?
Well, the thing is, I stated flesh, just general. It doesn't have to be theirs.
Oh, okay. Fair. But,
yeah.
But the question remains, what if it comes back into contact with flesh?
Yeah. It also gives a new meaning. It also gives a new meaning of someone taking their pound of flesh.
Yeah. Because it's a coin. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. 1 a pun and 2 ooh.
The beaching heart was ripped from. So adding people to Microscope game sounds good to me, but continuing with less people doesn't. So if we ever add someone to the Microscope game, I wouldn't feel right with continuing it without somebody.
Okay, that's fair.
So
okay,
that's where I stand with Microscope.
I'll let you guys know if anything comes up.
Okay.
Not that I have anyone at the moment, but there's a group that's been starting with here at OSU that it's like 20 or 30 people like, hey, we play, and if you guys just ever want to have an event, let's just do, something like, so they have their own pre-made characters and they do like a once drop.
Yeah. I'm sorry, when you said how many people that was, the first thing that came to mind was Mega Campaign, but that's not what you're talking about.
No.
And I would not want to run one of those. Maybe be a player, but I would never want to run one of those personally.
Mean, if you get enough people to be DMs, what we could do technically is take this and just have each group of like 5 people be a different faction.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, we could do kingdoms within this setting if you think about it.
And then the end result of those little campaigns, like, all right, this is how it affected the kingdom. All right, well, I think on that note, I'm ahead of bed.
All right,
bye guys.
All right, goodbye.